Okie dokes. Okay. All right. So I don't know. Have you ever felt suffocated? Have you ever felt like you're not yourself? Is it right to say that should you be moved from your place of comfort, your place where you call home, that you'd feel some sort of discomfort and a yearning, a longing, an aspiration, a call to go back to that place of comfort, which is home? Now, why am I having this conversation with you for the general open banter this morning? This is a solemn one. I mean, more like a solemn call. And what I'm about to tell you or to bring to you, I don't think it's something that has happened before. I stand to be corrected, though. I don't think it is something that has happened before. Now, I'm looking at the issue of the cry of internally displaced persons, IDPs. Now, not a lot of you have talked about these a lot. Maybe you talk about it with your friends, your colleagues, with your associates in passing, but nobody has really thought deeply about what these people are going through, what goes through their minds, their hearts, what realities in the rain, in the sun, do they face that destabilizes them not just physically but psychologically, such that it has impeded on their social life, that is, if they even have a social life. Have you ever tried to mortgage yourself within a space in your home? Now, this is even your home, but mortgage yourself to that space, and you're not going out, you're just there. You're just there. You're just there. Can't move freely. Can't do things freely. It's more like you are a visitor in no man's land. Honestly, if you were indeed a visitor with a host, it would have been nice. It's more like you're homeless. It's more like you are fatherless. It's more like you have been relegated to the background. Nobody thinks about you. I mean, Nigeria is home to over 3.2 million internally displaced persons. Can you beat that? 3.2 million internally displaced persons, with many of them they are forced to flee their homes due to insurgency, due to banditry, due to this communal conflicts. So these IDPs, they face unimaginable hardships. They live in overcrowded camps, limited access to basic necessities like food, clean water, healthcare. For some of you, your real challenge is power supply. Now, these ones don't know what power supply is. They can't even remember the last time. In fact, in the IDP camps, are babies being born not to know that there is anything as structured as electricity or even pipe-borne water. So they come into a life where it's more like the sunlight is the only power supply that we have for life and existence in itself. So the moment they even grow older and they see such, or maybe the first time they would get to experience what electricity power is, it'd be like, oh, this is new. Can you reckon with what I'm saying? I mean, if you go from the northeast to the northwest, yeah, IDPs are struggling to survive in dire conditions. Many of them have lost their loved ones, homes, even their livelihoods. They have been forced to rely on humanitarian aid to get by. The situation is really tragic. And it's particularly dire in states like Borno, Adamawa, and Yobe, where the Boko Haram insurgency has caused widespread displacement. It has caused widespread hunger, hardship, widespread mourning, tears flowing blood flowing like red ribbons at sea, in the waters, sunk into the very soil of our fatherland. Now, Benue State has been plagued by herdsmen attacks, or terrorism if you like. And this has led to widespread displacement as well as a growing IDP population. Many IDPs in Benue State have been forced to flee their homes in multiple times. Now, some living in IDP camps for even years. But then, I think this is the first ever where IDPs have come together collectively with one vision, one voice, one heart to lay siege to a protest. Because on July of 30, that was 2025 yesterday, IDPs in Benue State took a desperate measure to draw attention to their plight. If you're not seeing what we are seeing, look at us. They blocked the Yelwata axis of the Benue-Nasarawa highway, bringing vehicular movement to a standstill. No movement, no going, no coming. Y'all, look at us. Just see us. You got 3 square meal, 2 square meal, 1 square meal. You're doing 101, 001. Whatever you're doing to survive, look at us. You're traveling to see your loved one in Benue State, Nasarawa. Where exactly is it you're traveling to? Okay, we're saying take a pause for these few hours and look at us. The protesters, mostly victims of herdsmen attacks, they were demanding immediate return to their ancestral homes. And they were chanting, "We want to go back home. We want to go back home. We want to go back home." They were just chanting that. Well, it may seem as though it's not even the first time that IDPs are protesting. However, this one is a very rare instance where they have now taken such a drastic action to demand their rights to return home. Now, what are they demanding? They're demanding immediate return to the ancestral homes and restoration of security in their communities. Is that too much to ask? Especially to a country, to a nation, where there is a constitution that is binding on everybody, from the constitution, of course, as created by a group of people on whom we have empowered legally to create laws and set order to society, to avoid anarchy, to ensure the rights are being upheld, to provide us the basic. We're not asking for Gucci and Gabbana. We're not asking for Chanel. No, that's not what we're asking for. We're just asking for the basic. We want power. We want a house, a roof over our head, clothing. Let's be able to even afford to clothe our nakedness. That's all we are asking for. Then a sense of working, learning a trade, bringing our expertise aboard, and of course earning from it satisfactorily. That's all. And if these are not being provided, not because they are not there, for whatever reason, I don't want to bring the whole political conversation on here, but I'm really wanting us to look at the plight, the cries of IDPs. For whatever reason that these resources or these constitutionally enshrined rights of ours cannot be given, what then is our fate? That's all they're asking for. I mean, many have spent years in overcrowded camps. They have been struggling to build their lives. The government's delay in addressing their plight has led to this widespread frustration and depreciation and desperation. But when we even say the government, I mean, please, y'all should stay clear of the president. He's not the government. He may be a part of the government, but he's not the government. I'm talking you, I'm talking me. You and I. I'm talking those, or the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. I'm talking them. I'm talking those stakeholders who are giving the mandate to secure lives and property. Now, I don't know if you're not feeling this, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Now I'm thinking to myself how these IDPs will come on the roadways, men, women, children, those with babies at the back of their backs, the elderly that wouldn't be able to stand agile like the other ones with full agility, and then they're just by the roadside or at the center of the road. And they're just yelling, we want to go back home. We want to go back home. We want to go back home. We just want to go home. Now, if you were in the shoes of an IDP in Benue, what would be your biggest worry? If you were in the shoe of an IDP in Benue, what would have been, or what would be your biggest worry? Well, I need to hear from you. I want to know what your thoughts would be in this regard. I mean, if you were in the shoe of these ones who feel as though they've been neglected, forgotten, used, forsaken, driven from their ancestral home, left with nothing but what they wear, which they are not even sure how long that will sustain their bodies. Having food rationed, that is, if there is even availability of food. Let's just hear from you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, marvelous Uche Chukwuka Phillips.
All right, good morning to you, Uche.
My name is Salasi. In fact, I just come across you live now on Facebook. I say, this is my man. Let me, in fact, put on the radio.
Appreciate it.
Continue from the story.
Yeah.
Honestly, marvelous is the failures of all from the local, the state, and the federal, and each and every one has their own role to play. In fact, I've been to some internal displaced places in Benue. That time from the North Bank. In fact, the condition these people, in fact, the condition we find these people, honestly, we were weeping. These are the people that they live comfortably in their homes, but they were chased by these criminals to be for internal displaced places. Somewhere they occupy schools, and some of these schools they don't have windows, they don't have doors. They don't even have mosquito nets. And this is where these people live their life. They defecate. They, in fact, we were weeping by what we saw in Benue. And look at the same thing keep reoccurring. And this one, I'm telling you this over 5 years ago. 5 years, during the time of autumn, that was the time we saw all these things. And it keep reoccurring every day. And I think something needs to be done about this insecurity. When I talk about insecurity,
right.
As I always say, I lost family member. I have paid ransom. A lot of things happen to my family due to the insecurity. That is why you hear me always emphasize on it. So government must need to do the needful from the local government, the state, the federal should do all these things. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. appreciate that one, though, Selassie. Well, that was something. Well, I don't know if you were in the shoe of this IDP, living in the same condition, living in the reality as they live. What will be your greatest worry? I ask. Good morning to you. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, my sweet
Good
barrister,
morning to you,
my
Ochangi.
wonderful barrister.
Yes, yes, Ochangi.
Salasi Edanoja.
Mm,
Barrister,
yeah.
you know I'm from Benue State.
Right.
I am very, very upset right now.
Mm,
Mr. President should come out and do the for the people of Benue State. We are tired. They want to go to their home because there's no place at home. The way that there's no food, as Salasi just said now,
mm.
schools everywhere, and the children are not in school. They should leave them, let them go back to their house. They should provide security for them. Let them go back to their house. He is the Jagaban of this country. He should provide security for the people of Benue State. Let them go back to their home. They are not asking for money from them. They are not asking for anything, but they want to go back to their home. Thank you.
All right. Well, Chanya right there says it is on the table of Mr. President now. He's the one who's supposed to deliberate on these things and ensure that these people's cries are heard and that they are returned back home. And she says that, look, whatever it is that needs to be done has to be done and fast, right? Because if it is not done fast, this might just become something that is a foreboding, because the moment it begins to sweep and simmer through with Benue State now, we've seen Borno State, we've seen even in ABJ here, there are IDPs. I mean, how many more IDP camps are we going to build? Isn't this the same reason some of these treacherous international humanitarian, so to speak, organizations will pass our borders, pass our law enforcement agencies, go through the process of document signing, and yet nobody will see that they are indeed sponsored to help and aid, abet this uncanny behavior of reaching out to terrorists to terrorize us. And then the one that really weaks my body is the part where we will be used. We are still the ones who will be used to mete out this tragedy upon our own people still be the one used. They empower you, use you against your people. I don't know, for whatever cause that is. And you smile. You collect these monies or whatever the empowerment may be. And then you go to bed and you sleep. And then you use it on for your children. And you send them abroad. You give them the best life for your family. And then just before you kiss the earth goodbye, everything that you seemingly have worked for is in chaos, and you're asking, and then somebody tells you, oh, it's like your village people have come. This is no village people conversation. You brought this on yourself. Now, why am I even saying this? Why am I going this far? I'm not even supposed to go this far, but why am I going this far? Is to ask you, you know yourself, you're listening to me now, desist. If you're one of those who are being used or is being used to destroy your people, your family, for some paltry emolument or paltry sum or whatever it may be, promises, desist from it. It doesn't always go well. Honestly, it doesn't always go well. And it's really, really pathetic that you will see the cries of an elderly person, the cries of an elderly person, the cries of children in pain, no health care facility, no attention, no love. They grow up in that kind of community, that kind of society. They come to even think that that's how life is. And then somebody tells me, oh, they don't have the right to protest now. Why are they protesting? Are they the first IDP camp? If you were in the shoes of an IDP, what would be your greatest worry? Don't forget, but these ones, we're not talking school for them. Oh, nobody talking school now for them. You're not talking health care. You're not talking about having visions and dreams in life. I mean, what vision are you having? What are you saying? They've been looking at you like, what are you saying? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes. Good morning to you,
Morning, Elder.
Elder Najer. Welcome aboard. Talk to me.
You know, be a spiritual part. This is your time. The government can have interest in anything in any country. You can send that up. So, you start only Nigeria. Let me give you an example. Before Israel will get Iran that day, they have sent the people 6 months into Iran. With all the difficult security in Iran. Israel people, they say there 6 months. Make sure everything, make sure the kilometer, the hour where they're supposed to come down, all the attacks. The make sure you can send it to Israel before Israel starts an attack. That type of difficulty, Iraq, Iraq, how it's very difficult for strangers to enter their country. So Israel, they are 6 months. Even most of the countries where there is especially where we have a border, and they will have corrupt people, corrupt government, corrupt people in this country. They are easy to come to this country. But it's the duty of the NIA. I don't know the work where NIA is doing. The duty of them. All those people coming to Nigeria as this and this, they went to help this and this. They are the people to benefit them. If you have what are you to agitate for? If you have a special force directly under president of this country, the president will send a special force to that country to this and this and this. They can't do. If you don't work at you, they employ you, and then this and this, you better get them. Those people coming to this country now, how many days they work as a staff there? How many NIA sent to that place, sent to that organization to work? Because if they are coming, government will say, so post is going to give to Nigeria. And you are listening to so you can't know. They post these people so they can't know. To work as a normal work, they will give you every report of that organization. But in Nigeria, that you are somebody will take somewhere you can tell the person where you want, and then use the and continue to buy ammunition for them. If you have a special force in this country, if they will go there, they will draw them.
Okay.
Some of them be a clerk, some of them be this engineer, this and this. You must be taught according to the laws of this country. But they don't say that all of their activities before you look this fund.
Okay.
To government that they feed the house.
Elder.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right, Elder, not just saying that, look, hey, get a combatant force. This should be a special force. They should not be even trained in Nigeria. They should be trained elsewhere. I mean, he cited, I think Israel, he had mentioned Israel, that these ones should be trained there. And when they are trained there, you bring them on here, they will quash the head of insecurity. They will help to ensure that our bushes are safe. And then we'll be better. And maybe then the worries of these IDPs, because this is the first major protest from an IDP, from IDPs rather. First major. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Okay.
What's your name, please? Where are you calling from?
My name is Sylvester.
Sylvester, where are you calling from, please?
I have been listening to
Sylvester,
Eagle FM.
can you hear me? Can you
Since
hear me?
the infection of this radio station.
Hello, Sylvester.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Where are you calling from?
Okay, I'm calling from Gariki.
All right,
Now.
Go ahead. Talk to us, Sylvester.
Are you okay?
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead, Sylvester. Go ahead.
Okay. I have been listening to this Eagle FM radio station over time,
Right.
till present day. And your presentation this morning on insecurity. These are our vibrant, eminent personality that may God bless him and his family forever. That is Eda Onoja.
Right.
Have taken keen interest from other radio stations that this gentleman always contribute and comment. He always have Nigeria at heart about how Nigeria will be a formidable and a better nation. Despite he have served his fatherland with due diligence and retired, but yet he still have Nigeria interest at heart for peace. Now, why can't they re-engage this type of man? Why can't they re-engage this type of man? Give him a position as a head this. If you take record of what the history has demonstrated for the past of Edaonoja's comment, this man is not a saboteur. He is not a political gladiator that will mess up his position. Why can't government call this man and re-engage him?
Okay. Sylvester,
Why are we like this?
you've asked a basic question I like, but then again,
Is it easy to produce this type of person? It's not
Sylvester,
easy.
Sylvester,
God bless you, all guys down there.
appreciate. God bless him, honestly. Right, honestly.
I have a lot to say, but let me reserve. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Sylvester, right there. Oh. Okay. Now that was something. Well, I'll just head out now. Let's just go pay a little bill. We'll be right back in a short bit. When we do come back, I'll be taking your calls and hearing from you. Put yourself in the shoes of an IDP. Think about all of the negativity around them. Think about what they go through. Think about their reality, their truths, their story, how they wear it as clothing. And then you tell me, if you were in their shoes, what will be your greatest worry? Don't go away.